Good afternoon, everyone. They say downfall of a man is not the end of his life, right? I want to share an experience with you that I thought I would not survive, but then it turned out to shape my life today. Um, in 2012, I had finished my service and I just secured a job. I was getting paid. I was gifted a brand new car, living the life. Money was coming in. I wasn't married, staying at home. So it was just life. I would remember my boss would give me money and say, Usman, go and buy a piece of land. But it ended up in my wardrobe because that was all I knew, you know, fashion, clothes, jewelries, and all that. So this continued, and that was just the life. Money comes in and goes out through the wardrobe. Everything I owned, everything I was worth was just in that wardrobe. No savings, no investment. Around 2013, 14, real estate was a new thing in town, and my uncles were already cashing out in it. So I saw them and I just wanted a bit of that, 10 million naira agency. And this was money I could save in 5, 6 months, but I just felt one time was better. I would get this money, and it has a way of making you fantasize, when you're expecting 10 million naira, I start planning. I'll travel to Dubai. I'll change my closet. So this was just how I was. And I happened to secure a deal through my uncles to sell one of his properties. But then, inexperience, I just went, got somebody, and we tried to push it. We actually did, but unfortunately, I did not get paid. So many people came as agents, and it was chaos. I gave up. So when the buyer and the seller came together, I already concluded this was going to happen. So I called friends and my brothers, and I opened that wardrobe, and everybody picked what they wanted. Everything was out. Like I was just going to change everything. Everything was out. I remember the next Monday, I had just 4 pairs of clothes left, 4 sets, and I collected them from the tailor. So this was what exposed me to depression first time in my life, because from being this kind of person that would not repeat clothes in 2 months to wearing, I have to repeat one on a Friday, Monday to Thursday. It wouldn't take me for a week. So I was depressed, and I don't know. When you see me, you just know something is wrong with this guy. You know, 3 weeks of that depression. But afterwards, I just knew, okay, I was the one feeling it. It wasn't because in the whole office, just about 2 or 3 people noticed that maybe I'm repeating clothes. They would know something is, you are not all right because, okay, you used to take 5 people for lunch almost every day. Every night I have friends who would club with, but then now everything just stopped. So these trickles that come in did not mean much to me, but then this was what I was thinking. So this taught me a lesson that you can lose anything and bounce back, because of course after that 3 weeks of depression, I knew nobody was going to hang me or say anything that would have hurt me more than I felt in those 3 weeks. So lesson one was, no matter what happens, if you still have life, you have hope, you can still grind. And two, I think for parents, because I think this happened because of my background. Yeah, you just grow up comfortable, you don't know struggles. Financial literacy is very important. Please, you guide your kids to know what it means to save, invest, and just handle money. So in conclusion, I'm just the experience just taught me that, like I said, downfall of a man is not the end of his life. I have woken up from that, and to God be the glory. I don't even think of those things I've lost. I just remember the effect of that depression, and we can't go back to that stage again. Thank you.